In the name of the one holy and living God. Amen. In January of this year, I had the distinct privilege of getting to travel to the Holy Land. With about 30 clergy, together we went, and a little more than halfway through our trip, we walked what's called the Via Dolorosa, the way of the cross, that winds its way through Jerusalem. It is, as they imagine, the path that Jesus took, the way that he walked. We have the 14 stations of the cross around the church, and there are 14 stations on that journey through the city. And you stop at various places, if you're led by a guide, to hear a reading or a prayer to commemorate each part of the journey. The city doesn't stop for you. It is a bustling, teeming city, and there is life happening all around you. And we are not the first, nor will we be the last, who walk that way through the city. Stop at the little chapels where there are chapels, or stop at simply an impression in the wall. And it's easy to lose yourself in the moment and be guided by the people who are leading you, and so you follow and you try and block the city out and keep moving forward. You come through this little passageway and you end up in this courtyard and walk through these big double doors. And it's loud inside and there's lots going on. And we stopped and did a station at the foot of these very steep, winding stairs. And then we went up the stairs and we did another of the stations there. After which our guides asked us to turn around. And what we looked upon was the rock. It was Calvary. It was the place that theologians and historians and archaeologists all generally agree is the place where Christ was crucified, enclosed by this massive church that one wouldn't even realize is a church walking by. And there's this stone. There is this place. And in that moment, I was fundamentally changed. In that moment, I looked upon a place where someone had died for me and where someone had died for you. And it shifted everything I thought I knew. Every faith that I thought I had was now different because of that moment. What shifted was understanding who it was that Christ had died for. Those who've heard me preach over the last several years know that I preach a lot about being enough, that we are enough for God, that we are made enough, no exceptions. And in this place, looking on this rock where this sacrifice was made, one has no choice but to realize how enough we are. Jesus didn't wait to go to the cross until we got it all right. He didn't wait to go to the cross for what we would consider our perfection. He went for us, the us of right here and right now. Not the us that is more successful, or who's lost that 10 pounds, or who's found their way, or who's more patient or kind or generous. Us right now, imperfectly perfect us, all that we can be. What could it mean in your life to truly embrace that truth? All of us struggle with being tender with ourselves, being gentle with ourselves. All of us speak to ourselves sometimes in a way we'd never speak to someone else. What would it mean to say that you that you're speaking to is worthy of the sacrifice that was made for you? Just as you are, right now. And that's our Good Friday. Knowing that truth and letting that truth lead us to a resurrection that can be truly newness of life. Amen.